So he say, if you do action, like selfless action, it helps to purify the heart, and it makes your heart bigger. Okay? But it doesn't help you to have the perception of reality. It doesn't help you to realize the self. Okay? The main thing is, you have to think and realize, it's like you forget yourself and you say, okay, I remember now. So then you go back to yourself, you remember yourself. Okay? So when you have that direct perception of reality, when you have that direct knowledge of the truth within, okay, not by hearing, but by really realizing it, then you'll be able to carry on that knowledge. All the time your eyes, it's like our eyes become open and you start to see the light, and you are not mistaken darkness and light. So at that time it is said that we develop the power of discrimination. That means the power of discernment. When within us we know what is important, what is not, what is real and what is not. Okay? So it's like the story of a person walking in the dark and going to his tent and saw a snake. Jump up, very scared, run away. Snake, snake. But then he brought the light, or get somebody that is not afraid of snake to come with the light, flashlight, and look properly. Then he found it was not a snake, it was just a rope. So this is what happened to us. We constantly mistaken our true nature with something that is not. Okay? So we superimpose, our mind had the power of projecting a false idea of ourselves and of reality upon the innocent, genuine, benign, good truth. So that's our mind. Our mind constantly create the illusion, and then we believe in what our mind says. But our mind did not say the truth. Depends on whatever that you have in mind, you keep projecting the same idea. Because you were afraid of snake before, so snake is in your mind. So now you saw something that looked like a snake, you think that it is a snake, and you develop the reaction to it, you get very scared, or you get very upset. Until knowledge comes, then you realize, I made a mistake. There was no snake. It's only my imagination. So once upon a time, I lived next to the ashram in Canada. I live in a forest. I have a tent. Takes half an hour to get to the ashram, cross the forest. And they said that there are bears in that forest. I never saw bear, but that's what they said. But so one day I was walking, I have a mosquito net over my head because there are lots of mosquitoes. And I saw a bear. A black bear was sitting there. My heart was pumping. I didn't know what to do. Keep looking. Then I realized it was a big trunk. It's like a stump of a tree that somehow is black. Look like a bear. So there was no bear. There was my idea of bear was in my head. Okay? So whatever you experience negatively, oftentimes it creates an impression in your mind. You never forgive it, you never forget it, it's always an impression in your mind. And you carry on with your life, always projecting this idea. Let's say you've been hurt by somebody, then you carry on the whole life thinking that people are bad, or all the men are violent, are bad, or something like this. So you miss out seeing the goodness in people, the reality, because you keep projecting the same idea that is from your mind. So why we have to do this? Why we keep projecting this idea in our mind, open reality, and react to it? Why? In yoga, it is said that we have to purify. That means we have to cleanse our mind. We have to rethink correctly. So all these impressions in our mind stored up since a very long time of false reality, or if something has happened, yes, maybe once upon a time, but not now. But we carry on these impressions and we keep reproducing them. And that's how our life is a life of suffering. Because we constantly reproduce what we have in mind, and then we believe in them, and we keep reacting. Yeah, so our life is not what we would love to live. Because what we love to live is our true nature. That is benign. Benign means innocent. Not possible to create hurt and harm. That is good. That is safe. So we want to experience that. We want to experience love, happiness that lasts, the place of no fear, no worry. We want to experience the complete trust and relaxation. Okay? Is it true? That's what we want. We want to be like an innocent, happy child. Yeah?